welcome to my stupid little Game Mess mornings here live from the road. I don't remember the intro. I read it every single time.
I'm Jeff
Yeah.
GiantBomb.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Game Mess Mornings with Jeff Grubb.
I'm your host, Jeff Grubb. Yes.
I'm your host, Jeff Grubb. Today, it's going to be a good one today because we have Mike Minotti.
Hey, Mike Minotti.
I think you introduced the headlines before that even, actually.
I definitely say something about what we're talking about, but I don't know what we're talking about.
We're going to be talking Atari and Universal signing a deal for movies.
They're making an asteroid?
Splatoon wasn't always going to be the game it is right now.
Oh, I heard about that one, yeah.
But first, how you doing?
Me? I'm fine. I didn't like hearing you say mean things about yourself, dude. You gotta be kind to yourself in the beginning there. This show's not stupid.
Yeah, very fun. I was gonna say, but I don't remember what I say. That's not mean. That's true because I don't remember saying anything stupid about myself. But yes, I did. All right, yeah. So we're gonna be talking about the headlines that Chuck has for us. Chuck's joining us on the show today,
That's
and
right.
Dan's there.
Look out, a Hot Take Central coming through, dorks!
Oh, people still want you to say hello to YouTube, even though we're not on YouTube.
Well, I mean, we'll eventually be on YouTube. So hello, YouTube.
I don't care for layoffs and AI.
What the hell, Dan? What
Yeah,
the
hot
heck
take!
on this
Hot
show?
take Dan on the case!
And remember, you can get ad-free versions of this show and other premium content if you go to GiantBomb.com/join. It's $10 a month
Yeah.
or $100 a year. Save you some money.
All right.
You'll be supporting stupid stuff like this.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot to get through, so let's start the morning mess with
Atari
notes.
and Universal signed a deal for the rights to adapt 10 classic games like Pong and Breakout into films. And this is by Charles Hart over at Game Informer.
Oh, man, I like that guy. Chucky Hart.
According to Deadline, the latest instance of this comes from Atari, which just signed a deal with Universal Pictures to adapt 10 of its most iconic games into film adaptations. Those games are Asteroids, Adventure, Berserk, Breakout, Centipede, Crystal Castles, Millipede, Missile Command, Pong, and Grubb's favorite, Yar's Revenge.
I do like
Yeah.
Yar's Revenge.
I mean, look, good for Atari getting that bag. These games don't have stories.
Yeah, so the Tetris doesn't either, and they made that Tetris movie, and
Right.
it was about the making of Tetris.
If it was
or
stuff like that-
The licensing of.
Yeah, like, I would like maybe one movie about Atari.
About all of those, right?
Yeah, like, this all reminds... Remember that Battleship movie?
Yes.
This all reminds me of that. Now, I kind of liked that stupid movie because it was really
The guy
stupid.
that did that's doing the Call of Duty movie, which is why you're so excited about it, right?
I'll tell you what, that makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
That makes a ton of sense. But, like, I don't know, which one of those is even maybe the best candidate? Breakout makes no sense.
I mean, I think, like,
Adventure.
you don't think about it too much. You can make Asteroids into a movie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, like, what do they look like? Do they look like Sonic the Hedgehog, or do they just look like generic, like Rampage? Remember Rampage?
Oh, yeah. But, like, even that was more of a rock vehicle than anything else.
Right, yeah, but is that what they do? They just attach stars to these, and, like, okay, the story is an afterthought.
Yeah. Maybe. It could be basically whatever they want. You think they got Adventure just so in case the Zelda movie is a super giant hit, they can be like, well, this is based off the game that inspired Zelda.
Before there was Zelda, there was Adventure.
Just Adventure.
Yeah.
Just a movie named Adventure with that dragon that looks like a duck.
Exactly, yeah.
There'll be an Easter egg in it.
Yeah.
That'll be a whole thing.
I think that these are happening because Hollywood is on their current trend of video games are the new comic book movies, and that doesn't feel tenable, right? That feels like one of these movies bombs in a big way, and all this goes away. So again, kudos to Atari for getting the money while the getting's good, right?
Right, and it's like, it's hard to imagine any of these movies being some kind of a big... It's hard to imagine any of these movies actually get made all the way, to be completely honest.
Oh, and it's like, maybe one, maybe two. I think there's probably a 0% chance we see a movie for every single one of those things listed.
Oh, God, no.
There's already a first screenplay in development from Matt Riley and Carl Hamp.
But what have they done?
That is a great question, but they're producing the picture as well. They did a spec script, and that's what kicked off the whole negotiation process. And of course Wade Rosen has a marketing, a corporate PR statement on it.
Wade was on the couch for GB at night. People might remember that.
He's a tall man.
He's tall. I think he's super sharp. So
he cares a lot about Atari.
Yes, and he's good at figuring out, hey, old stuff is popular for a reason, and his whole team is good at this. It's not just Wade, and finding ways of making new avenues of expressing that. I think this makes some amount of sense. But I mean, once you start actually writing the scripts? Like, did they say like which one of these properties the spec script was for?
I'm not seeing a specific.
Okay.
I mean, it might end up being something about the company itself.
Right.
Like Tetris was not as much about the game as it was about acquiring the rights of Tetris.
Right.
And
But
Hank
that's the
Rogers
interesting
and
story.
lots of guys, right.
I'll say real quick. We were talking about like bringing back old games and how a lot of times you can have these ideas from these companies where it's like, let's bring back this old game, and what if it was this instead? And most of the time, for games from a certain period, that's really hard to do something different because we like if you're gonna bring back the old game, we just want it to be like that old game. Now.
Right.
The Atari games, I think, are a little bit different, and Yar's Revenge is a good example of that because they did a recent Metroidvania based on Yar's that I was pretty into. My 9-year-old daughter really liked it, and now she like cares about the characters from that universe, Yar's Revenge. So I think there is a little bit of an advantage here of it doesn't need to be asteroids because what would that even mean for a movie? You have a lot of latitude to sort of adapt that into something that could be a story still. So it is just a brand name, which is kind of what these big movie studios want, and then you can let the creatives do something, but then that wraps around to the question again, what is the value here, really, of making a movie based on adventure or any of these?
Right. I do wonder how much the deal was, because it's, obviously significantly less than, say, getting the rights for Zelda.
Right, of course.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, if the movie gets made, it makes a lot of money. I'm sure everyone then gets a cut of that, and so it's probably, you're right, like, this is speculative on that side of things of, yeah, we can like sign a deal and a little bit of money changes hands, but probably most of it happens on the back end.
Right.
Next story?
Yep.
Yeah, please.
The studio behind Blumhouse published horror game Crisol Theater of Idols has reportedly shut down, and this is by Chris Scullion over at BGC. Vermilia Studios, the developer of Blumhouse published Crisol, has shut down according to staff. Reports started emerging earlier this week that the studio may be conducting layoffs, and as staff have taken to social media to confirm this, some have stated that the entire studio is closing down. So if you guys, I assume you guys didn't play this.
No.
Crisol Theater of Idols is sort of like a Bioshock type game. You wash up on this island. You're sort of tasked with taking down a like religious cult on the island. You work for a competing god essentially. It was really neat. It definitely is a smaller studio making sort of like a AAA product. So it was rough around the edges, and it obviously didn't sell as well as it needed to.
Yeah.
It's interesting because like Blumhouse games and Blumhouse movies, right? They seem like they're very good at picking the hits, but when something misses, I'm always like, what does that mean? What is that going to mean? And it's like, of course, it means what it always means here, which is the studio's going to evaporate, and all those jobs are just going to be lost.
Just one miss is all it takes anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And like, if it's like they're digging for gold, and like, hey, we have this idea here, and we think it could really pop off. If it doesn't happen, then it's not like Blumhouse is going to be like, all right, we're going to see this through, because that's not the business model for them.
And this is a Madrid-based studio, so like that's like another layer that makes me like sad. I really liked the international like voice in games like this. It was really interesting. It's very Spanish.
Yeah.
So
and like the Spanish game development scene is something like that's a pretty mature space, but you always feel like you don't hear about a ton of games coming from there, and it's like them having their own games, and not just being like, oh, that's where that studio that worked on Metroid Dread is from. It's like, yeah, you always want that to grow and have a chance to thrive, and it's tough in this current environment. All right, what else we got?
Well, let's make sure we're not going down. You still have signal over there, Mike?
I mean, if we go down, it's fine. So we got the recording. We'll just post that up on YouTube.
The Xbox Series XS version of Avatar Legends, the fighting game, has been delayed just hours before release. And this is by Chris Scullion again over at BGC. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Boy, that's weird.
Yeah.
Right? Like moments before. Yeah, I saw this game got some decent reviews, but then I'm seeing a lot of kind of people in the community being like, boy, this game feels like it was really rushed out. It's basically like kind of like 3 unfinished characters that are coming later. I played a little bit of this, and it is like, it's like the game feels good, but the presentation is incredibly Spartan, where, yeah, it does kind of feel like, all right, they got the game, and then they almost sort of rushed everything else out. I know we didn't really even want to talk about that much on the site, too, because of the weirdness of that guy, which, Shawn explained to me.
Yep.
From, I forget his name, but Yeah, that is just really bizarre. What is it with like these Xbox versus games? I mean, I guess it's because they're a lower priority.
Lower priority, yeah.
right? So like these issues show up at the last moment.
Right, if you're gonna fix something right before launch, it's probably going to be one of the other platforms, and that sounds like what happened here. Like they were like, hey, we're gonna try to get all these games out at the same time, and there was probably an issue with one of the other games. And they got that fixed. They're like, all right, now we'll go apply that to the Xbox version, and they just couldn't get it done in time. And oh well, that's I mean, it's maybe indicative of like the wider feeling towards putting games out on Xbox in the moment of the return on investment is maybe still there. It's just not there enough to like really put it as a high priority. But we also there's also a chance it's like very platform specific, and maybe we're reading into it too much. But we do know, typically, I mean, especially any game of like below a certain threshold, but all games kind of across the board sell much less on Xbox. Indie games sell significantly of far fewer games on Xbox than compared to the other platforms. Avatar is going to be somewhere in between that, and the fighting game is niche as a category where, by niche I mean it appeals to a very certain set of people, and all those people are already playing those games on PlayStation or PC. So
yeah,
this just feels like we're going to let this one fall through the cracks, so we can fix it later. We probably won't get hurt too much by that, but it also kind of doesn't help with your reputation. And I think people at this game needed to hit all the notes to get past this early bump of the fighting game community at large does not like this Mike Z guy that worked on this game. If you're going to win them over, you kind of have to like do everything right, and this doesn't feel like it's going to help with that.
All right. Xbox has started testing the option to stream games for free with ads at the start.
oh no,
Xbox says it's crucial that we do not interrupt the flow of gameplay, and this is by Chris Scullion again. Over
McDonald's!
at yeah, that's exactly what I thought of.
It's not going to
Standing
work unless you
and
stand
yelling
up.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's!
At the moment, players are only able to stream Xbox games through cloud gaming if they have an Xbox Game Pass subscription. The higher Game Pass tier they have, the shorter the wait time to connect, the higher quality of stream. But now, as being reported on the Xbox Wire blog, the Xbox Insider is able to test an ad-supported way to stream games they own for a limited time. Ads will play before game sessions start, but not during gameplay to ensure the core experience is unchanged.
yeah, not yet. Anyways,
Not yet, right?
Not yet.
That's what it is. It's like, I don't believe you. It's you're putting all this technology in place, and you say all the right things now. You've said all the right things in the past, and then you changed your minds on so many different things. This is part, like, it's all at the slow sliding scale of its shitification.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll happen eventually.
But even like beyond that, so much of like Xbox's bad decisions have been like, well, it worked for TVs and movies,
Right.
so people accept watching some ads before they're streaming things. We should make a streaming thing because that worked great for TV and movies. It's going to be great for us. I think gamers have so many other options that are so used to not doing that it is going to be so repulsive to people to see an ad before a game. I don't think people are going to put up with it.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I get this idea of like there's 1 billion gamers per day we're waiting to reach. Like, how are we gonna get to those people? Obviously, it's the price is the barrier. So if we just make it free, we can reach them. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually true. I don't think it's actually true that there's a bunch of people waiting in the wings to play these games, and if they could just get it for free with some ads, suddenly they'll start playing games that way.
I mean, like, because this is on your phone. You can do this from your phone. You can get those, like, really cheap controllers you can bind to your phone. You go out to your car during work on your lunch hour, play, like, an hour or something. My buddy does this. He plays Minecraft with his lunch hour. There is a market for this. Is it a billion people? Probably fuck no, but like that makes it it's internationally accessible without hardware. So I think that is
but I mean I think getting a cheap controller, I think it's actually quite a barrier. I think people connecting phones to their TVs or connecting controllers to their phones or their TVs is like, I could do that on my lunch break and have this kind of awkward setup, or I could just watch TikTok. And I think people are mostly going to go with the latter.
Yeah,
there.
they need to think of ways to get people back on the Xbox platform, not more ways to monetize the people they don't have on there.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah, this is very similar to all the other cloud streaming strategies, which seem to have been engineered and targeted for an audience that wasn't already on Xbox. And I don't think that's going to ever work for them. So they could try this, but I bet in a couple of years, we'll be like, remember when that happened? Is that even still going? And when you ask that question, no one around you will know the answer.
Can you catch up to the log truck?
Oh, I could try.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
behind
news
it, news
story,
behind it.
Absolutely.
This
Mikey.
news story felt like the ghost of Don Matrick clinking chains.
Yeah, definitely.
Next one. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls open beta available now on PC and PS5. This is from Dave Aubrey over at BGC. The Marvel fighting game from Arc System Works that is set to launch on August 6, 2026. It's available to play right now for fans that can't wait any longer. Previous beta tests for the game were limited to PS5 consoles. This open beta is available to both PS5 and PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store.
Well, that's really interesting, but I have more breaking news. Chat, you're about to get Final Destination! Oh, no! It's gonna come right at us! That's really pretty here, by the way.
It was Final Destination in the Pacific Northwest.
Some of them must have been, right?
Yeah,
There's like
kinda-
90 of them.
Yeah, I felt like some leaves fell off.
Oh, God.
All right, so I'm actually curious, Chad. Is anyone playing Marvel Tokon? Like, what are their early thoughts? I think I have it in fantasy, so I hope it's really good.
Yeah. I mean, the most important thing is that Jan found out that they are adding Cyclops to the game.
Phoenix Cyclops.
Phoenix Cyclops from the season pass, like the first season
Yeah, he's
of it.
one of the first season DLC characters.
Which means that's like the Phoenix Force inhabiting Cyclops.
I think so.
I think
Was
this,
that
yeah,
a comics thing?
yeah,
Two
that,
log trucks,
Oh,
Holy
this
shit.
is bad.
and they're side by side. We're not gonna
Oh
be able to get
my
past
god!
that.
Why pass one? Why is he? Why?
I don't know.
They must be co-workers.
This seems like a bad situation.
Are they racing?
Oh, God. We're racing to our graves.
I'll get closer.
Any other comment about Tokon Fighting Souls?
I just want to hear what people think about it because
Yeah.
the last time the people got to play it, in the fighting game community, there were complaints that maybe this game didn't feel great, and
But-
apparently, like Arc System Work listens to that kind of feedback.
Yes.
And even when people were playing it again at different fighting tournaments and whatnot, where they had it, it was already feeling better. So I bet people are going to be pretty happy with it this time around. Hopefully they are, because this thing's getting pretty close to actual release now.
Yeah, like that is the thing with Arc System Works is they are pretty famous at this point for taking all the feedback and listening to it, and it seems like apparently people are saying, again, I haven't played it. I've been trying to listen to people who are interested in this. They're saying that it seems like all of the major feedback that everyone was throwing around in response to the last playtest did get implemented, and now everyone's super into what they're playing. And again, I haven't heard any feedback about this most recent playtest. So hopefully that is exactly the case.
All right. Kingdom Come Salvation trademark has been filed in the EU. A new game in the Kingdom Come series appears to be coming, and that was leaked by the EU IP office, funny enough, and that's over at BGC as well. I can't load the page, so I can't tell you who wrote it.
Yeah, I mean, not shocking that they're going to make another one of these. I guess it's interesting that it's a slightly different. It's not just Kingdom Come Deliverance 3.
Right, yeah, so it's like the previous two games had the same subtitle, and then they just added a 2, so does that imply that this is something different, very different? Like, I don't, is this an auto shooter? Is this a Vampire Survivors Club?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think people. It's hard for them to spin off much because people like those games because they are the very big open world RPG kind of things, right?
Right.
So, I don't know if people want anything but that. I would think that they would just go and start making the next one of those. Maybe this just. I don't know what happens to the story because I know.
Yeah.
Because the other 2 is a direct sequel with that same
you
guy.
play as the same character, so this is probably a different character, right?
Right. This could be just them signifying that.
You probably play as like one of the villainous characters, or like maybe one of the more gray characters from the previous games, and now they have a chance to have a redemptive arc in their salvation or something like that. I would be curious. I definitely want to play more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's
Yeah.
game once I started like doing the potions and recognizing there's like a whole system here where you can like buy products and then like make potions out of them and sell that, and that could be the entire game if you wanted it to be. I'm like, that is definitely the kind of thing that I am interested in.
Yeah, when I didn't play a ton of it. When I played it, I got it. I get why people are so into that sort of thing. I understand why for a lot of people, this is kind of like the evolution of Elder Scrolls that they were looking for.
Yep.
All right. Next one, IO Interactive's James Bond game, 007 First Light, just received its first content update in patch 1.1.0. And I wanted to bring this one up because we're always kind of like we're talking about Amazon having that license and maybe not giving it back to IOI for like another game. The update is available to download now. Existing players get instant access to new taxon missions and content. It includes 2 new escalation missions, 3 new weapons, and a new outfit. IO Interactive states the patch includes several fixes and improvements thanks to your feedback, and it shows like 200 issues fixed. And this is from Dave Aubrey over at BGC.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, I'll say, I mean, I do keep hearing that IOI should have the license for 2 more games. I suppose there's ways that could change, but I expect us to get more James Bond games from IOI, and hopefully Amazon doesn't get weird about it.
It's too successful, right? Like,
It's very
Good
successful.
thing, but hey, think about how successful Baldur's Gate 3 was, and they couldn't make like that relationship continue.
Yeah.
So sometimes it just gets weird. But yeah, I'm optimistic there will be another one. It's nice that game's getting updated. You know, I will say that game not like super buggy from what I remember. I think it maybe had a crash somewhere, maybe some hitching, stuff like that, performance-wise. But yeah.
I'll say, like, you know, all this story like the story of maybe Amazon won't give it back comes from like one executive like shouting out with their mouth for like some dumb stuff. I bet that person doesn't fully even understand what they're talking about. And when they're saying stuff like, oh, maybe we will work with our own, maybe we won't, it was probably more like, I don't know if we are, so I'll just say some stuff. We're definitely going to make James Bond stuff, though, because we own that. So I'm skeptical of that person's knowledge of the actual incidents that are leading to these games in the first place.
Right. And I can't load any page right now, but I remember the quote, and it's that Splatoon during development was originally intended to be a tower defense game, but they said during development they just couldn't get it to feel that Splatoon-ness, so that's why they pivoted and made the game it is right now.
I could man, having played through that game, I can totally see that. I mean, the build I have is me just dropping turrets all over the place. Even a lot of the levels, there's kind of like strings of enemies coming out of a spawning point, kind of going down a line a certain way. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I can see how that would be good. Personally, I'm not a big tower defense guy, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy that they pivoted from that. Oh, there's a part of me, it's like, well, maybe
But
that
don't
would-
you hate this game?
No, yeah, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I'm a monster. So yeah, like maybe that would have differentiated more. I think the last tower defense game Nintendo made was Star Fox Guard, which I didn't hate. I gotta say, I don't think it's everyone's favorite, but yeah.
I want to play this game. I am curious, Mike, have you had any like people being like, oh, I played this, Mikey, and I agree with you, and like again, not like disliking the game, but just be like, oh, it's it's okay, it's good.
It's hard to tell. Like
I agree.
the only place like there's like a Splatoon Reddit, and they're all just kind of like either excited the game's out or too mad that so many people have already tried hard to max level kind of a thing. So I don't know. I bet most people are gonna like the game. I always thought so. Like I said, people love progression systems. Look at all these trees.
Yeah, I mean, we're really in it now.
It's trees.
Yeah.
Trees.
Trees. Trimmery.
I'm
Oh,
gonna drop that tongue every time I say
I
it.
can't load other web pages, but the last one I wanted to bring up is that Tears of Metal went into early access this week.
I
I saw
play
Greg
this.
Miller's been like really praising that.
Oh, this is the game that he's been talking a lot
Yep.
about.
And
Okay.
I played a session with him, like co-op.
Okay, wait. Explain to me what this is.
Yeah, so Tears of Metal is you're playing a Scotsman leading a like war band, and you're fighting off like invading soldiers who I assume are the British or like the English rather.
Could be anybody.
But yeah, you have like different ability trees. So I was like playing it plays like Dynasty Warriors, so it's like that third person kind of thing. Charging in, you're like X, Y, smash it, like quick attack, heavy attack. You can pick different trees. So I was like, every time I heavy hit someone, it would like create all these little spirit orbs, and then if I collected them, they would smash into people. And then Greg was doing some weird shit. I didn't know. He had played it a lot more than I had. But yeah, they have like all these different trees. It's a roguelite, so the map looks like FTL, where you're progressing. You have like different branching sections you can go to. There's shops. You can pick stuff up. You can unlock new characters and customize your character. It has that like that's what makes it a roguelite, right? Where you go back to the camp after losing a run, do some like permanent upgrades, and then go back and do another run.
I am going to play this because it sounds kind of shit hot.
I want to play with all of you guys.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
So,
I think you guys will really enjoy it. I've been ringing that bell in our Discord, trying to get them to pick it up.
See, I'm gonna get it.
I think it's published by Pop Agenda.
Okay, you said it's out in early access. You said
It is. Yep.
Okay,
It looks like Endor.
it does. Yes, this. I think this might be indoor.
Yeah, there's the redwoods. There they are.
All right. Well, then, there's no chance of us getting the full question. We no
I got nothing.
no data. Okay. That's fine. We can start
Yeah.
wrapping up the show.
Because
All right.
I thought, hey, I think Halo had like an 83 or something. I don't know. It's got like
Yeah,
okay reviews.
Halo Combat Evolved is reviewing, I would say, pretty well. It is low 80s. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good for
For
that.
like a remake of that without the multiplayer stuff, which I think is most people's bummer
Yeah.
with that. So
I might have gone too low on that, or Metacritic guessing game, or Open Critic guessing game, Mike. All right. In that case, I think it's start wrapping up the show. No new poll question because we're gonna have one to get to from the last time we did an episode. No Bomb 12 because we can't get that data either. But we'll get this all uploaded for you guys later. Mike, Chuck, Dan, thanks for doing the show with me, guys. I really appreciate
yeah,
it.
thank you, Dan, for your input.
Thanks for having
Anytime.
me.
Thank you all for watching and listening. You are the best audience in gaming. Until next time, have a good
Take care of
one.
yourself.
Take care of yourself, and goodbye.
Bye.